Yeah, I'm also on Zoom, so I'm looking at both cameras. And welcome to Magical Monday. So today what we're going to be talking about and continuing the conversation on how to increase your energy vibration, though today I want to go much deeper into energy. Energy is the second step in my BENN method. So my BENN method is 4 steps. It's balance, energy, nurture, and nourish. Though energy, because we are all energy, everything, and you've heard this over and over from many, many different teachers over the years, and we are all energy. We're all part of this universe, and energy is constantly flowing through us on a daily basis, a moment by moment, microsecond, every single day. And so when we are breaking out of old patterns and programs and beliefs and old conditioning and trauma from our childhood, well, we feel different emotions. And some of these emotions, because again, it's all energy, right? It can be scary. It can be painful. It can be bring up fear for us, and fear being one of the emotions. Though just see it as energy shifting in your body, and that you're more powerful than any of these beliefs or programs or even emotions. It's just an energy. Energy moves through you. Now, I've talked about the Dr. David Hawkins scale, and this is in the book, Power versus Force. And he has an emotional scale from 0 to 1,000, and anything from 200 and below is all the low vibration energies like fear, anger, guilt, sadness, shame, frustration, anger. All of that is 200 and below. And then at 500, you've got love, and then peace and joy, and then you move into consciousness and enlightenment. So we've actually broken through that scale. It's actually an infinity, but that just gives you an indication on any low vibration emotions that brings your energy vibration down. But I'm not saying to bypass it or don't feel it. It's about actually feeling the emotion. So just say you feel sadness. And this is what I teach in my 5-day discovery. It's 5 days, and every day we actually take you deeper into taking charge of your life, taking charge of your health and well-being, and actually feeling the pain in your body and what is the emotion. So let's look at sadness, and what is the sadness telling you, and what's the message, and you can shift it just like that. And the faster you accept it and surrender, going, oh, I'm feeling sad, or I'm feeling depressed, and acknowledge it, not push it down or suppress it, because that's what causes illness and disease. And believe me, I've created cancer in my body. I've created autoimmune diseases and a bunch of other stuff because I was pushing down all the emotions of feeling rejected and abandoned and ostracized, and all the trauma from my childhood and everything I've been through, and not feeling accepted, not feeling loved. And so I created cancer at the age of 21. And so that's why I have been on this journey for over 30 years, actually teaching people how to take charge of feeling the emotions, feeling the energy, even when it feels scary. But remember, you are more powerful than any of the emotions, the old programs, the patterns, the beliefs. Just trust me, you are more powerful. And it's about you taking control and going, I've got this. I've got this. And actually observing the energy, observing the emotion, whatever it is. So the sadness or feeling depression and feeling lost, feeling stuck, and going, okay, observe it. And what else are you feeling? And acknowledge it and surrender to it and breathe through it. And then it will shift. And you may cry. It's all about shifting the energy. One of the other things, I do teach is EFT tapping. So there's many, many different tools that I teach in my programs. Though the first step is to accept what comes up for you. And this can be a moment by moment basis. You may wake up feeling, whoa, this is so exciting and I love my life, which is the end result that, we always achieve and aspire to. Though throughout the day, we may have those highs and lows, and it's like, whoa, I'm feeling this. And it's not about making yourself wrong. It's not about putting it down or trying to ignore it or trying to, and this is where addictions come in, right? It's like when we don't want to feel the emotion, it's like, quick, how can I numb it out? And that's where, we will go to our addictions, and it's not just, drugs, alcohol, food, cigarettes or whatever. Other addictions is Instagram or Facebook or other online stuff, so we get that a dopamine endorphin fix to make us feel better. Okay, so coming back to energy, it's about allowing it to just flow through us and breathing through us. Now, back in 2011, this is when I was living in California, and I went on a 3-week retreat. We outside of Seattle, so inland, and it was a live-in retreat where I studied meta electronics and body electronics. The idea was that you had 12 people around the table, all holding acupuncture points. Now, when they were holding, they were putting a huge amount of pressure. So one of the points, you've got colon 10 here on your arm. It's the large intestine point, and it's usually on everyone. It's pretty sensitive. So as when you go in with any pressure, it's like, ow, that hurts. But the idea is to breathe through it, okay? Because everyone around the table is all there holding space for you and sending you love. Now, if you are kicking and screaming and yelling and abusing and going, oh my God, this is so painful and it hurts and I hate this and get me off the table and all this resistance, well, guess what? You're not accepting the love, you're not surrendering, and you're not allowing. And therefore, it will be more and more painful. And that's the same with feeling any emotion. But the idea is just to breathe through it and breathe in. It's like the more you can breathe through it, the energy will shift. And it shifts quicker than you expect. I remember there was another exercise that we did, and this was not just holding points, it was a type of body work where everyone was in with elbows and knuckles and going, you know, really, really deep, as hard as they can on your body. And especially, you know, in the calf muscle, right in the belly of the calf muscle, when someone's got their elbow on that, that's pretty tender for anybody. Okay. And I remember I was on the table and I was just like, whew, breathing through it. And Bob, the facilitator, he actually made a comment and went, wow, look at the girl down under go, you know. So, you know, being from Australia, but I was actually living in living in the States at the time. So it was about breathing through it. I was on and off the table within 10 minutes. Whereas you can prolong the process and, you know, drag it out to an hour of excruciating pain, depending on, you know, how much resistance you're holding on to. So that's what energy it can do. It shifts and changes. It's constantly moving rapidly. And so another metaphor to think about is if you're going down the rapids, you know, on even just floating down there, you're not in a boat or anything, but you're holding on to a boulder and going, help, you know, and you're holding on and holding on. Now, if we're holding on to something, well, guess what? It's actually causing us more pain, and we're not allowing it to let go. But when you let go and just go with the flow of the river, well, then it's like, woohoo, what a fabulous ride we're on. And you just keep flowing down that river, and it's a lot more enjoyable, it's more fun, it's more adventurous, and it's a letting go. Don't hold on to anything along the side as you go. And that's the same with our emotions. It's the same with old programs and patterns when you recognize stuff that comes up. Now, I go much deeper in my programs as well as the 5-day discovery, and I can share the link with that. That's going, the 5-day discovery, I'm actually doing a special launch in June, and that's only going to be for the month of June for a very short time, special price of $97. So I can share the link with you on that. But all of these tools and techniques and everything that we're learning is what I continue to teach people. So if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you're lost, or that you're searching for what's your next step, then I encourage you to just stop and come to within yourself and breathe and just feel and listen to your own inner guidance. So important. And this is where, you know, meditation comes in. It can be walking in nature. It can be just sitting in silence, listening to a guided meditation. It's about being present in yourself, and actually listening to your inner guidance and trusting your inner guidance and knowing that everything is energy. Okay, so while I was waiting to jump on, I did pick a card. I've shuffled and I've got 2 cards. On Zoom, I've got someone who was asking a question and I chose a card. And thanks for watching, Marty. So this is an oracle card, and it says angel over me, and it's the protection card. Angel wings surround you. Trust, replace fear with love. You are eternally held safe within the arms of an angel. So there's a message for everyone. Doesn't matter where you're at on your journey, where you're at in the world. We're all on this playground together. We're all doing this journey together. We're all moving down the river together, and we can make it fun and enjoyable along the way. And so that's where you get into the feelings of love, peace, joy, freedom, which is what I help people. We go from trauma to thriving, resulting in freedom, love, peace, and joy. But it's feeling that bliss on a daily basis, feeling the freedom within yourself, in your heart, feeling that joy, actually 100% embodying that feeling, because that's your natural state of being. And that's what we were born with as a little baby. We were just so joyful, we good, we God, we laughed, nothing bothered us. And so what happened over the years for us to lose our light? And so what it's about is lifting off all the layers so that you can shine your light and come back to your true self, which is peace and love and joy and bliss and calmness, and feeling that just unconditional love for yourself, self-love. And when you feel that for yourself, then you actually send that love out to everyone. Now, because we live in a quantum universe, and we are all energy, and we all have layers and layers of energy fields around us. We are all part of the one. We are all part of this whole matrix. So that's where you can be thinking of somebody, and all of a sudden you get a message or a phone call or some kind of contact saying, oh, you've been in my thoughts. And it's like, yeah, it's like ESP. That's how we communicate, and that's how powerful you are. So whatever you're feeling, and you're putting that out there, well, again, you're attracting that back. So law of attraction, whatever you're putting out there, and if you don't want something, well, hey, to change how you're feeling. Okay, this is another way, increase your energy vibration so that you're feeling in that place of calmness and presence, and the love for yourself, self-love, start there, just acceptance of who you are. And this is something that I've been working on for years. And I wouldn't say that I'm 100%, well, definitely not perfect. That's why I'm still here on this journey, okay? But from my experience and the childhood and everything that I've gone through, it was like I lived in this feeling of not feeling loved and constantly searching for the love externally, whereas I had to learn to come back to my true self, to my true essence of self-love. And so that's been my healing journey. And so many clients that I talk to, it really, well, we're all on this very similar journey. And that's also something that I ask them, and looking at your inner child and going much deeper into giving your inner child that love and feeling it on a moment by moment basis, and actually feeling it. So let me know if you got any questions, and I'd love to answer them. And also, we've got someone on Zoom right now, and I chose a card for him, and this is the card. It's called Faith. And faith is humanity and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, and see the light in the world. So that's such a beautiful message, and I'll just share more about the message and I'll read it out to you. And if you've got any questions, if you'd like me to choose a card for you, please do. So the extended message is stay calm and breathe. You are a divine being of love who has done so much good in the world. You may be going through personal transformations and feel that you're not getting anywhere, but Archangel Faith is drawing close to guide you beyond the limitations that your ego or fears have created for you. You may be trying to work out whom to trust. First, trust yourself. And when you do and recognize that you are made of love, you will attract those who reflect that love, and you can enjoy the true friendships and loving relationships. Know that good is here to stay. So exactly what we were just talking about, whatever you're putting out there, and just trust that there is good people in the world and you will attract those good people to you. And so whatever we're vibrating out, so how to increase your energy vibration when you're vibrating at a state of love, which is only 500, by the way, but that's a really good start. Well, then you're also going to attract those beautiful, loving people into your life. And that's, and anything, you know, you achieve your goals, whatever you want to achieve or aspire to, or and step into that being. But that's another subject for another Monday. Though I'd love to hear if you've yes, Marty, I will choose a card for you. And do you have a question at all, Marty? So and okay, Marty, I'm going to make 3 piles. So 1, 2, or 3. Just pop in the comments which pile. Oh, that's great, Troy. Awesome. Yeah, self-doubt is a big one for a lot of people. And so the self-doubt is just coming from all those old beliefs and also the ego. But the beliefs and the old programs and patterns is what keeps us stuck, where we have that self-doubt and then we don't believe in ourselves to make that step forward and take that next step. And so this is where it's like looking at what is that belief. And, you know, and one of the big beliefs, you know, is I'm not good enough. Okay. And pretty much, you know, everyone is moving out of that old program or currently still in that program. So that's why I feel better about myself for a quick fix for the next. Okay, so yeah, the self-doubt, because this is where the addictions come in, and what alcohol does is numbs out that feeling of feeling unworthy, unlovable, feeling worthless. And believe me, this is exactly, you know, what I felt like. Was grew up just feeling ostracized and unloved and just wondering, you know, why I was born into this family, why I was even here. And that's when I met my spiritual teacher when I was 21. That was 1990. And he helped me to understand what my purpose was, why I was here, and why I chose the family that I chose. And so from there, that's what put me on this whole trajectory of study and looking at the mind, body, spirit, and the connection between all the elements of ourselves, which is why I've been doing this holistic work and educating people ever since, and sharing everything that I have learned and overcome, and also my addictions as well. One of my addictions was food, and the eating disorder and all the emotional pain of just hating myself. And so that's something else that I've had to overcome, as well as, many other labels. So, Marty, I've got your, yes, number 3. So this is your beautiful. So there's your card, Marty. It's the White Eagle. Now, this is from the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. And the White Eagle is ancestor spirit. So connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. So the fact that you're in America and you've got the Native American Indians right there, well, maybe go and learn more about their teachings. So the extended message is: take some time to honor just how far you have come, recognizing through ceremony and ritual the shifts in your awareness. Healing and journey really allows you to move into a state of grace and gratitude. You have recently had an opportunity to heal an old family wound or pattern. It's important to connect with your family in spirit so that you can set a new energy of love in place. White Eagle is bringing your ancestors through to you and allowing you to know that they are happy and well. He is sounding his sacred drums to clear your spirit. So that's your message. And so that's great. So glad to be part. Oh, you're so welcome, Marty. Absolutely. Absolutely. And for those who are watching, if you're not part of my Facebook group, it's BENN Method with Linda. And you can ask me any questions, send me messages. And every Monday I am live doing card readings, doing a Q&A, and depending on the topic, depending on, it'll change every Monday, as well as I'll put the link in the comments and share this for the 5-day discovery. So this is a super special that I've got. You can choose the 5 days, and every day is a different outcome, a different action step. And I'm teaching you how to take charge of your emotional state, of your mental state, of healing your body, because anything that's happening in the physical body has an emotion attached to it. And so that's where the work I do is going deep dive into the bottom of the iceberg, so we dissolve it from there. And that's where you get the results, the long-lasting results. So it's about, like I said, feel the emotion as it moves through you and shift it, because it's all energy. You are all energy, and you're more powerful than the actual emotion. So we'll leave it there for today, though. If you've got any questions, please let me know. And just know that, this whole life experience is all an energetic experience, and we're all in it together, and we're all shifting consciousness and moving forward and accelerating as we all wake up. And so we're on a really, really exciting ride. And so whether you're riding on the roller coaster or going down the river, and just make it fun and easy. And the more you can just keep flowing and allowing the energy to flow through you, well, then it will be a lot easier. So remember, if you're trying to hold on out of fear, that will cause you more struggle, more suffering, more pain. So if you want to contact me one-on-one and go much deeper into this, please do so in my website, lindabenn.com, and there's a free consultation on there. Just book a consult with me and we can do a quick 15 minutes or talk about other sessions if you'd like that. So until next week, I send you much love, many blessings. Have a wonderful week and keep shining your light. Keep shining your heart light out into the world, and just see and be surprised what you attract back in. When you're vibrating at this high frequency and high energy, well, then naturally you will continue to attract more love and beauty and peace and joy and bliss and just so many wonderful opportunities and possibilities into your life. And so until next Monday, I send you much love. Namaste. And so thank you, Troy, for joining. Awesome. So Troy's feeling not so defeated now. Awesome. Just know you're protected and safe. Remember this message. The angels are protecting you and you are safe. Everyone is safe and you're more powerful than any of this 3D heavy, dense energy. We're all moving through higher vibrations together. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you next Monday, and invite your friends, and yeah, just have a blessed week. Okay, bye for now.